Tonight on 8 out of 10 Cats, delightful, it's Jack Dee. He'll take the rap, it's Example. And their team captain, Jon Richardson. And facing them tonight, springing down the house, it's Jerry Springer. She's having a laugh, it's Roisin Conaty. And their team captain, Jon Locke. Now, welcome your host, Jimmy
Welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats, a show about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, according to a survey, 1 in 3 men live at home? That's nonsense. Everyone lives at home. 1 in 4 Americans have appeared on TV. I'm assuming widescreen. And 55% of people think being associated with charity work makes you seem more attractive, which explains why Pudsey Bear gets all that poontang. Right, let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. It's our panelist job to guess the British public's top 3 most popular talking points. Jon, example, Jack, what have the nation been talking about this week?
World War III.
Oh, yeah, who had the Ukraine in the sweepstake?
Ukraine have gone mad, haven't they? Got rid of their president, and Russia are going to invade, and the US are going to come in, and The great thing is now, when World War III happens, everyone will go, that little one on 8 out of 10 Cats said that. And I'll go, I did. Russia, when Ukraine ousted their Ukraine, just made up a country there.
I think you'll find it's the Ukraine.
Russia said they expressed alarm and anger, which is hard to do in one noise. That. So that's a noise my girlfriend makes when I jump out of the airing cupboard at her.
Now, these have been, they only went on for about 2 weeks, the protests, and then they got rid of the president. They're pretty successful. Have you been involved in any protests, Jon? Have you done any marching?
I've done some marching, yeah. Mostly around my house to my own tune. No, I don't think I have.
Really? I do. I quite regularly do protests. I did one the other week for a pensions march. It was quite a vocal march. It wasn't for pensioners. It was on behalf of the pensions industry, because people are living too long. They just walked around saying, "What do we want? A cold snap." It was sponsored by EDF, which stands for Elderly Die Frozen. That's what it stands for.
Last week, protesters gained access to Yanukovych's estate, which featured a replica galleon, a golf course, a boxing ring and a private petting zoo. We've got a shot of his galleon. That was in his back garden.
I just think it's a bad idea for a leader of a country to have that much, to live in a castle. I mean, who wants to live in a country where your leader lives in a castle and has all those riches?
You're a guest here, Jerry.
And she's got no power at all.
And she doesn't own a zoo?
No, she doesn't own a zoo. Well, technically, she owns...
all the zoos.
All the zoos.
Why are we always so surprised when they go in and find, like, there's a zoo, there's a galleon? All the nutters have zoos, for a start. That's a sign of a bad guy. No one has a zoo who's a good human being. I want my own zoo. You're not a keeper. Well, OK, you are a keeper.
Now, Yanukovych hasn't had the best of luck recently. Take a look at this.
I like the way you introduced that clip by saying he hasn't had the best of luck. He lives in a house with a zoo and a galleon and a lake. Yeah, but he hasn't had the best of luck. A leaf hit him on the head.
example, Elliot for the evening, for the purposes of this.
yeah,
Elliot, it's your actual name. You've been to Ukraine, right?
Yeah, I was really disappointed, actually.
What do you mean you were disappointed? Where did you go in the Ukraine?
We went to shoot a music video, as you do, in Ukraine.
Where exactly in the Ukraine?
We went to Chernobyl.
So you were disappointed with Chernobyl?
No. I'll get on to the disappointment.
It wasn't as nice as I thought it was going to be.
No, the reason I was disappointed in Ukraine is because when we went back to Kiev, we stayed a night in Kiev before we had to fly back. And we went everywhere looking. I went, right, I'm going to have chicken Kiev in Kiev. As you do. And we went,
when
I'm not
Rome.
joking, we went to about 7 places and we couldn't get chicken Kiev in any fucking place in Kiev.
That's because the garlic butter pipeline comes from Russia.
Oh.
Putin cut that off. I had the same problem in LA. I couldn't get a lasagna anywhere.
It's worth pointing out that before Elliot went to Chernobyl, he was a 22-year-old woman.
Jerry, now you used to work in politics. You were mayor of Cincinnati, right?
Yes.
So do you think, and you've mediated so many disagreements over the years on your show, if the UN had gone, well, this is a total mess, this is horrible, why don't we send in Jerry Springer?
Yeah. I think that'd be a horrible idea.
You're right if Ukraine had shagged his sister.
Yeah. And now...
OK, let's see if it's one of the top 3 talking points. Yes, the most talked about thing. There's been a revolution in the Ukraine. Thousands of protesters gathered in Kiev's Independence Square. Here's a tip for dictators watching. Don't have a square. And if you do have a square, don't call it Independence Square. Call it Everything's Fine. Move along. Nothing to see square. Sean's team, what do you think the nation have been talking about over the last week?
It's the tale of Saturday night TV in Britain. Everyone's very excited about The Voice.
Yeah, The Voice is back with its new sort of line of judges.
OMG.
Yeah, OMG is right. Sean's always saying OMG. He very rarely says it on the show. It's weird.
OMG.
So it's Will.i.am, Kylie Minogue, Tom Jones and Ricky Wilson.
You have Tom Jones is on the show?
We have Tom Jones on the show, yeah.
Tom Jones.
We have a confused old man who can't work out why his seat won't take him into the bath.
I love it. I love it when he spins round. He looks like a kebab in a suit, doesn't he, when he turns round? I think they should start off facing the singer, and if they don't like him, they just go...
Have you ever watched it in a swivel chair? It can make it marginally more interesting if you start with your back to the telly in a swivel chair, and if you like what you hear, you turn round. I've got a team of 12. I'm a bit excited. It's made it more interesting for me.
Kylie's apparently, she's put on lots of viewers.
I think 1 million people extra watching just for the Kylie, yeah.
But it's interesting watching, because she's 45 now. She looks very well. I was thinking the only thing... Well, but no. That's wrong. No, it's not
Go
fair.
on, say the thing that's obviously terrible.
Well, that chair moves more than her face, doesn't it?
She's maybe had a little bit of work done, but good work. Are you watching this, Roisin?
I just watched it for the first time last week.
What do you think?
I thought the Ricky guy did that thing that's my worst thing that people do when they play music, bar that, which is my other, which makes me feel bilious. Yeah. He did. Someone does that. Actually, I can't talk. It's such a game changer. Like, really feeling the music. Oh, just so you know, I'm listening with my face. Just listen. You're on telly, mate. Wind your neck in.
Elliot, so if you were on this show, which of those judges would you go with as your mentor?
I think you'd go with Tom for a laugh, wouldn't you?
For a laugh?
Like, you'd probably nod off whilst he's, like, lecturing you, you know what I mean? Today, maybe you should do a... What was that, Tom? Yeah, I love the fact... I like the Welsh. The Welsh love sticking up for other Welsh people, but him especially. When he's turned round, he's just waiting. He doesn't care what their name is or what they look. He's like, oh, they're Welsh. And when they're like, by the way, I'm from Wales, he's like, oh, brilliant, yeah.
It's ironic that it's all about the voice and not the image and everything, because it's much more fun if you watch it on mute, because Tom Jones is slowly turning into Morgan Freeman. Much more fun if you wait till he turns around, mute it, and do a Morgan Freeman voice. Just, I very much enjoyed your performance here today.
When they've all got their backs turned and the person's walking on, they're listening more carefully at that point than any other point to just see how heavy the footsteps sound. So if someone sounds like... come on, there's no way no one's going to turn around for them. Yeah. So they want to hear a little delicate. And they think, OK, I might as well turn around for this.
They should put some gravel. They should have gravel. And you just hear crunch, 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 crunch. It sounds like a deer.
I'd hop. I'd hop.
Yeah.
Really throw him.
Or just one step. Crunch.
Hey, if I worked on the show, I'd play an Adele record. I just thought of this. Play an Adele record properly. See, they might not even turn round, and then when they turn around, I'd have an owl on the stage.
A singing owl? I think if you had an owl that can sing, you wouldn't need to worry about going on The Voice. You'd be booked all over Europe at the best circuses, heads of state. Yanukovych would probably be going, bring me the singing owl.
Joe, do you watch any of these shows?
We have a glut of them in the States. But, of course, there's so many now that it's like, who hasn't been on one of these shows?
I haven't been on them. I haven't been on them.
You should.
You should.
You should.
Well, turn your chair around. Go ahead.
I need a break.
Start singing.
Go on, sing a song, see if you can end just... Would you like to go to the performance area, Sean?
This is what I would do. This is what I would do if I was on The Voice.
Should we all turn away?
Yeah.
There's that
Let's
bit
all turn away.
OK.
and they go next up, and then you hear them go...
Oh, yeah, he's coming.
And then you hear, like... But what I'd do is this. And then I'd start. Here we go. Spin round, Jack. You do. That means you want to manage me if you turn round. Summer breeze! Make me feel fine! Floating through the jasmine.
Oh, it's a bloke! You got the voice of an angel.
I only turned around because I thought it was an owl.
I can tell you The Voice is not in our top 3. But after 7 weeks of blind auditions where the judges turn their chairs round, the show's moved on to the battle phase, where viewers turn the channel over. The winner of the first series of The Voice, Leanne Mitchell, is already the answer to Britain's hardest pub quiz question. OK, fingers on buzzers, 2 more things still to get. What do you think, Sean?
Manchester United are in crisis.
What, they certainly are. They're not doing well.
I don't know why that's bad news. To me, it's fantastic news. Yeah. Best news ever.
This is the worst season for Manchester United since the Premier League began in 1992, apparently.
The problem is the manager, isn't it? Because they had Ferguson, and he had this magic power. He was like Dumbledore. And now they've got a muggle in charge, haven't they? But David Moyes, he's got no magical powers. He's just got very blinky eyes.
John, you're a Leeds supporter. Are you enjoying this? Because a lot of people are enjoying the kind of schadenfreude of Man U doing really badly.
Man United fans seem to have this... They don't quite understand when they go, yeah, you're only jealous because we won so much. You go, yeah? That's why I'm now enjoying your defeat, because you were really good, and now you're less good, and that is amusing to me. That you are paying an exorbitant fee to Wayne Rooney, and you are shit.
Well, that's the other thing that's been in the news. Wayne Rooney's now the best paid player in Britain. He's getting £300,000 a week.
He earns so much money now that if he drops 50p, he's earned it back before it hits the ground.
How high does he have to drop it from?
When someone earns these massive amounts of money, what they always say, it's £300,000 a week, but then they break it down and down and down, and they go, it's £30 a minute. And I think, well, I hope that's the catch. I hope he gets paid every minute. Someone follows him around with a bag of coins. Every minute of the day. 4:31 a.m, here's your £30. Fuck off, I've got a game in the morning. Oh, well, this one's for us, then. You don't get that. The fact is, it's really simple why they're sometimes losing games. And I like forums because they're just nutters. And with football, what you get is the views are exactly the same. I checked a Man United supporters forum and Radio 1 news round for kids, and the views are exactly the same. There's just a lot more swearing on that one. I am from Cardiff and I support Manchester United and I think we are being unlucky. And this guy's like, we're just on a fucking run of bad luck, that's all. Just a really angry 8-year-old.
I think the best thing a fan has done, following the loss to Sunderland in the semi-finals of the League Cup in January, a drunken man rang the police and asked to speak to Alex Ferguson. After being asked if he needed to report a crime, the fan replied, yes, the crime is that Manchester United were absolutely knackered.
I think it would broke up their day. Because all the other calls they're getting are like someone's been murdered or, it's all about... I think there should be a number for that with just your gripes. Just like, oh, these shoes! Or like, I can't find my charger! It's like 998.
Are you a follower of football, Jerry?
Yes, the Seattle Seahawks won this year and they beat the Incredible.
OK, soccer ball. You familiar with our soccer ball?
Soccer ball. Oh, the round one, yes.
The round one.
Yeah.
You kick it about.
No, it's become very popular.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Who do you support, Elliot?
It's probably not even worth talking about it. Fulham. Thanks for that. We're all here tonight.
So, and you're currently not at the bottom of the league, but not in crisis because that's where you want to be.
Yeah, I think it's...
That's where you feel you belong. You feel, yeah, we fit right in
here.
here.
Just happy being in the Premier League. So, like,
for this...
most seasons, yeah, for whilst it's lasted, and now it's looking like you're going to go down, it's like, we're not happy.
Yeah, obviously, when a team is struggling, a good team talk is what they require. They need the manager to go in there and to be strong and to guide them. Here's a clip of former Leyton Orient manager Jon Richardson showing how it is done.
You come and see me tomorrow, you've got a fortnight's notice, because that performance is the straw that broke the camel's back, and that will be not be tolerated in this dressing room while I'm in charge. Because you've had 2 good performances and you think I'm 30 big bollocks tonight, I'll play how I like. But you won't play how you like, because if you play how you like, I'll stick with you team. So you little when I tell you to do something, and you big when I tell you to do something, do it. And if you come back at me, we'll have a right sort out in here. All right? And you can pair up if you like, and you can pick someone else to help you, and you can bring your dinner. Because by the time I'm finished with you, you'll need it.
We got to get this game in America. This is
pretty good.
This is impressive.
If I was one of those footballers, I would have said, I'm not sure I care for your tone.
OK, let's have a look and see if Manchester United in crisis is up there. Yes, Manchester United are in crisis. In David Moyes' defence, he's got a terrible defence. OK, fingers on buzzers, one more thing to get.
Well, there's a lot of excitement about the Oscars coming up. Well, actually, when we go out, it'll have been... I don't see why people enjoy... I mean, I can't stand watching award ceremonies. I think the only good bit about them is you find out who died that year. You go, oh, didn't know that. I must have been on holiday that week. You know.
I thought he was already dead.
I don't know, you a fan? Do you enjoy the Oscars? Do you like it?
Kind of. I love going to movies. The Oscars are a little bit over the top, but I knew American Hustle would win. Cut. I knew Gravity would win.
Yeah, that's
whichever one you want.
Thanks. Did you see any of the big movies this year? Sean, did you see any of them?
Yeah, I saw a few of them. I mean, I don't know. I think I watch these films and I just kind of think, oh, I've seen this before. Why am I watching it? Like Gravity, basically. The message of that was, who? Women drivers.
It's difficult to get behind awards for millionaires who already have a cool job. Especially Gravity. I mean, she got $70 million rumoured for that film. She should get that money and the award if she can actually float.
There was the Asian guy at the beginning, which we all knew, because there's 2 lead names, both of them are white, and then the scene opens with 3 characters, one's an Asian guy. Even for Hollywood, like, you're literally like 10, 9, 8, 7, gone.
Yeah.
Like,
2 seconds later, he had a steering wheel went through his head. I was disappointed, to be honest. It was in 3D, it's just an excuse. to have a load of stuff looking like it's being thrown towards you, and I was like, all that, you know, and I thought, if I want to see a load of crap coming towards me like that, I'll just do another gig. Did you see Nebraska? I went to see that, and it's in black and white, but they still charge you the full price.
Jerry, have you been to the Oscars? Have you ever been invited?
No, they're not going to invite me to the Oscars. No, they don't. They don't even tell me where they're holding it. I've never won an award for anything.
Oh. Your show must have won an award.
Oh, for what?
Jerry, you underestimate how popular you are, Jerry, in this country. Now everyone realises that Jeremy Kyle is the alternative.
Shall we have a look and see if the Oscars is up there? Yes, indeed. All the nominees were given an $80,000 goodie bag. $80,000. That's not a goodie bag. That is a fucking amazing-y bag.
Can I ask a question about that? I saw that. It said it's an... How do they... Can you say, can I just have the money?
Well, you've got to take the weird things. The best thing they got in the goodie bag this year was an orgasm shot, which I'm sure you realise is a treatment worth $2,700 that enhances the genital tissue of a woman.
Is that what you've had done to your face?
Yeah, they said... It says on the box it works on all kinds of... So those were the most talked about things over the last week. But in other news, there were nationwide celebrations when people saw the headline, Piers Morgan axed. Sadly, it turned out it was just his TV show got cancelled. And the first Scientology wedding was held in the UK last week. Congratulations, I now pronounce you deluded and gullible. So at the end of that round, Sean, Roisin and Jerry have 2 points, John, Example and Jack have 1 point. So next round is pick of the polls. Sean, Roisin, Jerry, what do you like the look of?
Well, obviously, we've got Jerry on the show. We'll pick a picture of Jerry.
You'd be crazy not to. OK.
Yes.
Now, Jerry, on your show, you give out plenty of advice. You're brilliant at it. So we asked our studio audience, are you good at giving advice? Yes or no? What do you think they said?
I think everyone thinks they're good at giving advice, otherwise they wouldn't give it. Yeah, I don't give good advice. I wouldn't listen to me. I do the final thought at the end of the show. That's my advice. But first of all, I'm lying because it's never my final thought. I'm always coming back the next day with another one.
Well, one of these days. Jerry, what's the most extreme show you made?
The show I remember is the guy who married his horse. But in my final thought, I came out against it. I want you
What did you say? Nay means nay.
I need to apologize for the show. I'm so sorry. I could just take a minute to apologize to the British people for my show. I didn't mean to do it.
Your show, there's nothing about
I've ruined
your
the
show.
culture. I've destroyed the culture. I'm going to hell. And I just hope hell isn't that hot. I'm very light-complected.
OK, let's get back to the question. Are you good at giving advice, yes or no?
Best bit of advice I give you, anyone here, never walk into a sauna backwards. You shall lead a long and happy, fruitful life. Follow those simple rules.
When you're single, people give you a lot of advice that you haven't asked for that's never to do with what you've asked for advice about. But I'll be like, oh, I'm worried about my electricity bill. And they'll be like, give internet dating a go. Like, it's always the same. All problems lead back to you being single.
Are you single, are you, Roisin? Bit sad, innit?
John's had a girlfriend for 3 weeks now. He's thrilled with himself.
Is it a horse? I call her sugar tits.
I've got a real bit of advice. Do you want it?
Yeah.
If you've got a pizza and it's cold and old, and if you think, oh, I want to do the pizza, you can put it in the oven, and it's going to make it drier. You can put it in the microwave. I mean, that's just an animal's move. But if you put it face down in a dry frying pan, and it's like brand new, it's like Domino's have been back.
I usually, when I've got an old bit of pizza, I usually put it in the bin.
Jack, I imagine you give brilliant advice.
I tried to impart wise counsel.
What was the last piece of advice you gave? Tom?
I said turn left on the way here from the driver. And it worked, I'm here, aren't I? So, it's good advice.
Pretty solid. But have you ever given anyone any advice, Elliot? Any sort of young, up-and-coming musicians?
Best advice is to do everything yourself, because most people are useless.
Do everything yourself?
Did you do your haircut?
No, my missus did.
Right.
And she's not a hairdresser, obviously. Thanks.
She just had a change of hairstyle. I mean, I'm no one to talk.
I've been trying to get it right for years. People just... most of my tweets that I get, when's your album out, or cut your hair, you wanker.
When's the album out?
June, and this hair's on the cover as well, which is good.
Big year, then.
Big year for me,
Not going to
yeah.
get any tweets now, are you?
John, have you ever got any sort of solid advice, any advice that you've lived by?
When you've been chopping garlic, always wash your hands with cold water, not hot water, and then the smell will come off. If you use hot water, it bakes the smell of garlic onto your hand and it'll be there all day.
Is that right?
That's a tip, yeah.
What if you've reheated a pizza in a frying pan upside down? What's the best way to wash your hands then?
You can never really get the dirt from inside of your soul when you...
All right, let's get some answers on this. So we asked our studio audience, are you good at giving advice? Yes or no? What do you think they said? Sean?
Yes.
OK, what are you going to go with, John?
Yes.
I think yes.
You think yes?
he was
I can
saying
tell you the answer is yes.
Yeah.
72% of our studio audience think they're good at giving advice. John, example, Jack, pick a question.
Well, everyone loves a clown, don't they?
Everyone likes a pint.
Let's have the clown.
OK, all right. Most people think they're fun to be around. True or false?
So you can tell you're fun to be around by the company you keep. If you would think you're fun to be around, you like to be around fun people. In truth, I'm never happier than when it's just me and a really old dog. I sit there for a day by a river with an old dog. Guys?
I agree. I distrust the whole concept of fun.
You're going meta on this.
Well, yeah, it is. Why would you, say, oh, we're going to have fun. Oh, what do you mean, we're going to have fun? Like, oh, we're going to go to a fun fair. What do you mean a fun fair? It's neither fun nor fair. Let's not go. Fun size. Oh, it's fun size. Who decides what size fun is? We have our own thing. We have our own thing. Fun and games. It's too much for me. In games, one at a time, please. Otherwise, my head will explode.
I'm going to put you down as a not fun. Elliot, you're a pretty fun guy.
I think I'd be quite fun to be around, because I've got quite a fun lifestyle. You know what I mean? Get to fly around and do gigs and...
In Chernobyl.
What I mean?
Hop on board the fun bus. Where are you going? Nuclear disaster site. Woo-woo!
I'm the mayor of fun.
You're the mayor of fun.
I'm fun. I love fun.
What? OK, give us an example of the fun.
Harmless salt?
Yeah, harmless fun. Just like that.
That's fun.
Woo! Look in there. Whee! Jerry, somebody. He thinks there's someone over there. It's not, it's me. Tell you what, if I had a superpower, it would be blowing snot balloons whenever I wanted to. Just sitting around, chatting to somebody, having an argument with somebody, go, well, you bloody partner, and you just go...
OK, well, let's get some answers on this. So most people think they're fun to be around. What do you think, Joe? What do you think they said?
Most people said no. Most people do not think that they're fun to be around. They want to be around people that are fun, but they don't think necessarily.
Yeah. They want to be around me.
OK. All right, so you going with that answer?
I can do any hairstyle I want. I know that. Set parting. I think, Jimmy... I I mean, like I said, I think people are scared of fun, aren't they? They're frightened. They can't handle the fun.
Sauce can't look away now. OK, so what are you going to go for?
We think it's false, James.
You think false? You're going false?
False, yeah.
OK, so I can tell you the answer is true. 80% of people think they're fun to be around. I suppose it does depend on your definition of fun. If you mean getting drunk and acting like an idiot, then that's not me. But if your idea of fun is a disappointing evening, followed by awkward sex, apologies and crying, then I'm a really fun guy. So at the end of that round, it's 3 points for Sean's team, 2 points for John's team. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here is your question. Top adrenaline rush.
You know, the Winter Olympics? When that finished.
John, you're a thrill-seeking adrenaline junkie of a man. How do you get your rocks off these days?
I had some smoked paprika fudge. That gave me a bit of a buzz. If you want the truth, I thought it was just fudge. I swallowed it and went, ooh, paprika. I went on a water slide in Benidorm. That was a bit of a buzz, but I didn't enjoy it. It wasn't a buzz I enjoyed. It was a buzz of, oh, I'm gonna die.
Elliot, you're a bit of a thrill-seeker, aren't you?
Well, have you got a story on me?
I've not a story. I've got a photo from your honeymoon.
Oh, have you?
Not that one. Your photo of you swimming with sharks.
Oh, hello. I'm the bloke on the right, by the way, not the bloke with his arse out.
I thought it was your fiancée.
No, Jerry, what was the most kind of adrenaline you felt in your system?
At this age, there's nothing that rushes.
Yeah.
I'll give you how to give a little thrill. On the trains now, they have these, you know those electronic toilets?
Yes.
So you press a button and they slowly slide open. Then you go in, and then you have to press close, and they close. Don't press lock.
That's too much adrenaline for me. That'd be awful.
It's different for a man.
Yeah.
You just turn around and piss on their shoes.
Machine, what do you do for adrenaline?
Small things mainly, like putting dry clean only clothes in the wash. And there it goes. Also, you know they say cleanse, tone and moisturise. I don't tone. See how it goes.
Sean, do that thing with your forehead where you scrunch it all up. Yeah, OK, look at that, Roisin. That's what will happen if you don't tone.
I can catch frisbees. I've got pizza, coffee for everybody, and oh, a frisbee. There you go, frisbee back.
OK, so top adrenaline rush. Bread?
Sugar. Mars bars.
Sugar? No. Sugar is not an adrenaline rush. That you're thinking of, it's a sugar rush.
Bungee jumping.
Close. It's something you would do at a fun fair.
Roller coaster.
It's the right answer. Yes, the top adrenaline rush is going on a roller coaster because nothing gets the heart pumping like travelling 40 feet above the ground in a metal coffin maintained by a 12-year-old scrap metal dealer with tattoos. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are John, Example and Jack have 2 points, Sean, Roisin and Jerry have 4 points. They've won! Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you watching at home. That's it from us. Good night.